Hey guys! So this thing's going really slow as usual. So instead of showing you guys how I cooked it and all the crap I went through, the usual Squeak fails, let's talk about the Squeak positive. This is what I'm going to call my American version of Bubble and Squeak. It has all the yummies on it. The only difference is my Bubble and Squeak has rice on the plate. And there's a reason for that, because the better rice is a good way to add the last texture. So, you ready? I bet you are. See, I cannot do a single video without at least one weird fail. And that proved it. So, anyhow, here we go. Inside this, we have 2 sliced up bananas, 1 cup of finely chopped green bell pepper, 1 cup of pre-cooked scrambled eggs and cheese from the other day when we were doing that awesome vlog, a cup of finely chopped and refrigerated apple peel, remember from the apple crisp, 1/2 cup of finely chopped parsley, thyme, dill weed, and oregano, as well as a cup of finely chopped carrots. A 1/2 pack of the hickory smoked cocktail sausages from the breakfast the other day. A 1/4 cup of a quarter of a pre-cooked roast sauteed with onion and garlic, as you guys remember. A 1/4 cup of crushed dry French onions. Okay, you can actually go to the store. They're in a little packet that says French onions. And a 1/4 cup of finely shredded cheddar. Now, the deal is, all the stuff that I mentioned except for the French onion was put into, the French onion and the cheddar, okay, was not put into a skillet. Everything else, the bell pepper, the egg and cheese, the bananas, the apple peel, the parsley, thyme, dill weed, oregano, carrots, cocktail sausage, and the roast was all put into the skillet, okay? That was all mixed together and blended until it was a nice consistency to where it wanted to stick together because the cheese and the egg was holding the rest of the spices together. Then, I took out a baking pan for the toaster oven, right? Put all that stuff from the skillet into the baking pan, patted it down so that it was like flat, like what a casserole would be, right? And then I took the French onion, to be exact, like I said, a 1/4 cup of the crushed French onions. Sprinkled them on top of that mixture in the baking pan. And then I took the finely shredded cheddar, 1/4 cup again, as I said, and sprinkled it on top of the French onion so that it was a flat consistency, right? So then I put it into the toaster oven, and it was there for 20 minutes, okay, on 350. Now, 20 minutes is about the time it takes for the French onion and the cheddar to melt together and then melt on top of the mixture. That's why 20 minutes. So then I pulled it out, right? And while it was in there, I had set the rice and the water on the stovetop to boil. Took the rice off the stovetop, drained it, rinsed it, put it back into the pan with a little bit of water to soak a little bit more. Then I turned around and I pulled out the rice, right? And I put it on the plates as a bed of rice. Like I flattened it, pressed it onto the plate, rice. And then when I opened the toaster oven, I took out the mixture that was in the casserole dish, right? And then I laid it onto this, okay? That's basically what I did. And what you come out with, like I said, is the American version of Bubble and Squeak. Well, Squeak's version of Bubble and Squeak, if you want to get technical, on rice. Now, the other thing is, I started to do this video earlier, and Dana can tell you it took me, what, a good 45 minutes at least to do the video, and YouTube vomited and decided to not have a video there. So, it wasn't my fault that you didn't get to see my fails. Blame YouTube. The other thing is, you want to make some garlic bread off to the side as well after this is done, or while this is cooking. Actually, if you have an oven, you can do this while this is cooking. Okay? But the quickest way to do garlic bread that I've discovered, and you won't believe this, but it's really, really easy. Do not put anything in the pan, right? Nothing in the pan. That's on the stove. Let it get really hot. Take a single slice of white bread or wheat bread, whichever it is you're working with, right? Take some garlic butter or butter with garlic melted into it and spread it onto the bread. Okay? Fry the bread. Like literally plat, because you're only going to put it on one side. You only put that mixture on one side. You're going to fry the dry white bread on that pan, but don't flip it. Whatever you do, do not flip it. This will make sense when you're done. When you pull it out of the pan, take a look. Your bread is toasted. You've got your garlic butter on there, so you've already got garlic bread. And you can do this for 2 or 3 slices, whatever you want to do. Now see, we're not having garlic because yesterday, when we were at Hawking, Trisha decided that she was going to get French fries for all of us, okay? These were spicy fries. And they had, like, spicy mustard that went with them. Here's your little fact for the day. I got gas from the spicy fries and the spicy mustard. He got gas from the minty milkshake at Harper's Valley Market that they didn't have a machine for. The lady was real nice. I'm not dissing her. They didn't have a machine. She actually got out 2% milk and mixed it by hand. The only problem with this was somehow the ice cream had other ice cream in it, and yeah, it made it gassy. Anyway, we suffered all the way home. Trust us. But the point is, you now have Squeak's version of Bubble and Squeak, as well as how to make some garlic bread and what not to eat. So this is Squeak saying, Fort Laro, no matter what, even if they hate you for it later. And if you're doing something right, they will. Wait, whoa! You don't know what Fort Laro is? Dude! It's feel the love and rock on! Like, show other people the stuff that you know, pass it on to them so they can pass it on to others. Because when you learn something that's really cool, you should show somebody else too. That way they learn new stuff and they can teach other people. So anyways, this is Squeak saying, I love you guys. Bye! Oh, say goodbye, Dana. Bye, Dana. He's got a mouthful of, yeah, the man. There he is. Bye, Dana. If he didn't have a mouthful, he'd be saying it. Take care, guys. Ciao, babe. Ciao. Bye. Bon vivant. And, of course, my personal favorite, Danke.